So today we are taking your interview for Zyme Bangalore, right? And you have already appeared for the Willinkers interview and it went well for the GD, for the PI, right? Okay. So now for
Yes.
Zyme, yes. So for Zyme, there are few things which are different. Apart from this, relevant questions ही होते हैं जो मैंने आपकी PI book में आपके साथ शेयर करे हैं शाइन. ठीक है. इट हैज़ ऑल द कंटेंट्स और आप उसको ही अच्छे से पढ़ोगे ना. और भी जो मैंने पी आई बुक्स भेजी है या और भी मटेरियल शेयर किया है उससे रिलेवेंट चीज़ें ही आपसे ज़्यादातर पूछेंगे. ठीक है. नाउ नाउ कमिंग टूवर्ड्स योर इंट्रोडक्शन. सो जाइम प्लीज़ इंट्रोड्यूस योर सेल्फ.
So, good evening, sir. My name is Shinepreet Kaur. I have done my graduation from PSIT College of Higher Education. I am from Kanpur. I am a highly optimistic and a faithful person. I have done my schooling from St. Anandram Japuria School.
Yes.
In my class 12th, I scored 84.77%, and in my class 10th, I scored 84.33%. Apart from my academics, I've participated in numerous events. I received second runner up in Talkathon, which is an extemporary competition. And I have also been an event head in my college. I was an organizer in Homfish, which is the largest student-led event in my school. I have also presented research paper in my college.
Okay. And something about your experience or hobbies or family background.
Okay. So, so my hobbies include baking and baking as well as playing badminton. So baking, why baking? Because I am passionate about doing creative things. So baking is one habit that like also inculcates creativity along with patience and dedication towards things. From measuring ingredients to baking it in the oven, it provides a way lot of satisfaction. Badminton because it like builds up discipline as well as also helps me connect to more people. So it also improves my interpersonal skills. So that is why badminton.
Okay. Like something about your internship or work ex.
Okay. So, sir, during my graduation years, I did three internships. One was for ULEAD. It was a month internship. It was
Okay.
for an education sector. My role was to make like provide basically it was for making calls and contacting and interviewing candidates. The second internship was for a 6 months internship. It was for a non-profit organization named Nayapang Foundation. I'm also an active member in that foundation. The third internship was for DXC Technology. It was a 3 month paid internship. So therein my role was HR operations.
Okay. And like what were your responsibility in HR operations?
So my was global screening as well as payroll, a bit of
Okay.
payroll.
Okay. Like global screening and payroll. So Shine, what you have learned from that experience, overall internship?
Okay. So, sir, during the 3 months, like I learned of various things. One of the thing was I learned advanced Excel. So the things that I learned during my graduation, I improvised it during my internship and also included like hands-on the Excel thing. Second
Okay.
was I also scrutinized large bundle of documents into thing data sets and sheets. Also, in the payroll sector, it was for a very less amount of time, but I learned how to calculate salaries and also how were the various things happening in that.
Okay. So Shine, as you mentioned about advanced Excel, so what do you know about VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP?
So we look up and look up. So in we look up, I have a brief knowledge about it. So in we look up, we look for both, I believe, numbers as well as data sets, characters. And in H lookup, it is just the characters, I suppose.
Okay.
If that's
Basically, VLOOKUP searches vertically and HLOOKUP searches horizontally. And okay,
yes, one
so
of the things is
like,
that.
okay, so as we know in VLOOKUP syntax, there is a range lookup value and there is a either it is 0 or 1. So what do you
Hmm.
understand by 0 or 1? Why it is sometimes 0, why it is sometimes 1?
So, sir, I think that is for true and false statement, the Boolean case that
Exactly.
has.
Right. Yes, you are right. And what do you know about pivot table?
Pivot table is a data like when you present a large amount of data set into tabular or graphical presentation, it is called pivot table.
Okay,
So
basically,
it is more presentable and easy to understand.
okay, okay. Basically, converting large data set into a smaller one, which is required, which is
Yes,
relevant,
sir.
right? Okay. And as you mentioned about payroll, so like as an intern, you got the opportunity to work in payroll. So was you blessed for that and like something related to that whenever you get the opportunity and how you get the opportunity to work as a payroll intern?
So, sir, as I stated, it was for a very less amount of time because it was in the end of the internship as I got the pre-placement offer, but I could not accept it
Oh
because of
wow.
my academics. Uh,
Okay.
Okay. So that was one reason that I could not go into the depth for the payroll. It was more of a brief introduction wherein I was taught a bit about how to calculate the salaries.
Okay. Okay. So now coming towards your short term and long term goal, what are your short term and long term goals, Shine?
So, sir, my short-term goal is to uh, do MBA from a very reputed college so that it would help me in my future goals. And my long-term goals would include to be an human resource analyst and function into a big MNC.
Okay. So, like Shine, as you mentioned, you got the PPO in the company in which you have worked as an intern, and after even graduated, why you haven't took a job and prepare along for the exams?
So, sir, I participated during my graduation when the year was about to end. I took the 3 month internship,
Yes.
but as I'm weak in mathematics, so I had to cope up with my mathematics as I had a break during my like 11th and 12th standard. After 11th and 12th standard, so I had to cope up with my maths. That is one of the reason why I dropped my job or internship.
Okay. And like you want to cope up with your education, right? That is why you haven't took a job. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, like in graduation, you have done BBA, right?
Yes, sir.
So why you haven't uh, done any other course or like why BBA basically?
So, sir, in my class 11th and 12th, I took commerce without mathematics.
Okay.
And BBA, why BBA? Because I wanted to inculcate in myself the basics of business administration. And I was always keen towards interacting with people and also building my career in management sector. That is
Okay.
why I chose BBA.
Okay. And now why you want to do MBA and why you want to do MBA in HR?
So, sir, I want to do MBA because I want to build up those skills and like brush up my skills basically, and also improvise myself in various sectors, specifically human resource management. And also, MBA would be a greater opportunity wherein I could like connect with industrial people and also alumni and professors would help me in building a better future, as well as it would help me in my growth personally as well as professionally.
Okay. And like have you received call from other B schools and which one will you join?
So, sir, I have received calls from BIMTech Noida, Wellinger, for both the campuses, and also from Zyme Bangalore. But I prefer Zyme Bangalore over others because I feel like it is a wholesome environment wherein I could function, and also it would help me in my future goals, as well as it would help me in growing professionally and personally. With the great bunch of professors and alumni present there, it would help me to grow overall.
Okay, nice. Shine, वैसे like you can also mention about the legacy it has for HR courses, and like as
Okay.
Xavier's College are famous for their HRM programs. Okay, okay. Now continuing
Okay.
towards your PI. Okay, so Shine, like I want to ask you question related to HRM. So are you comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, like, let's suppose there are two employees which are being a asset for the company so long, and now they are in a conflict. Then how will you resolve the conflict between them?
So there's a network issue. So both the employees are asset for the company and they are having conflicts on the individual. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure. So first, the first step that I would take is, as a manager, I would talk. Secondly, Secondly, I would like bring them together and ask them to tend to solve the matter so that it won't impact the professional life. Or if there is something that is happening personally, so they should take the matters outside the campus or the outside the office areas, premises.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So, how do you think the HR has evolved in the past decade, and in the world of this AI, leveraging AI and everything? So, what are your thoughts and opinion for the same?
Okay. So, human resource as a sector has evolved a lot in the past few years because as people are getting more known about the ethics as well as they are more like emotional quotient involved in the peoples around them.
Yeah.
So that is one of the major role wherein the human resource manager steps in and to resolve the matter on a whole perspective. So there has to be individual interaction. That is one of the major reasons why we require human resource manager. So it has evolved in major sectors, as I stated earlier. And with the AI boom happening, I feel like human resource managers would be required more, as in a technology. With the boom in the technology, we also require a human touch to everything that is happening. So
Hmm.
that is one of the reasons that what I feel about humans.
Okay. And like, what is your approach to talent acquisition and recruitment?
Okay.
Yeah.
So talent acquisition and recruitment are the steps that is one of the major steps that is required in a company's betterment because we obviously have to acquire like good human resource. So acquiring that talent is the role of the talent acquisition team. Um, so every like resources are the asset, like humans would obviously be the asset of the company. So the utilization of the resources so as to optimize the outcome would be one of the major role that is to be done for the company's betterment.
Okay.
So that is the role of the talent acquisition team.
Okay. So now, Shine, what do you understand by green
So
HR?
green
Green.
HRM, so I have a brief knowledge about it, not major knowledge, but I think the ways through which the human resource manager is to do things so as to involve environmental friendly ways so as to the progress of the company. That is, I feel, green HRM.
Yes, basically sustainability, right? Okay.
Yes.
Now coming towards other questions. So, like, what do you understand by financial statement? Basically, name any three financial statements.
Income statement,
Okay.
balance sheet,
Yeah.
and profit and loss statement.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. And like moving towards other question, as you mentioned about your hobbies and all. So, how your hobbies helped you to shape your professional as well as your personal life?
Okay. So, sir, my hobbies include baking and playing badminton.
Okay.
And also, I listen to podcasts at times when I feel low. So, these three habits have a major role in my life because baking involves precision,
Yep.
and also you need to be very precise while baking so as to lead to a perfect outcome. So, with that trait in mind, I tend to do my things with precision. So, and also the second hobby includes playing badminton. So at times there are ups and there are lows. So that playing badminton has also taught me sportsmanship. That if there are good days, there would be bad days in your life, and if there are bad days, there would be good times as well. So sometimes with every lose in the match that you do, you have a better outcome in the future because you practice more and more for that. So hard work is also one more trait that is included while playing badminton. The third habit of mine is listening to podcasts. So it obviously gives me a whole around spectrum of how people think on a particular topic, or also what the mindset of the people could be. That is one of the trait that has like helped me down the lane.
Okay, very nice. So now, Shine, I just want to ask about how important is sustainability and CSR for modern business? Do you know about CSR?
Yes, sir. Corporate social responsibility.
Exactly. Very nice. So
So,
please tell.
sir,
Yeah.
CSR activities have a very vital role because as we are living in an like in a world where ethics are very important,
Yes.
so giving back to the society is one of the major criteria that every company or sector has to follow, and even every individual should follow in their life, because if you are taking something from the society, so there is an obvious need to return it back to the society as well. So the CSR activities could include like the Tata Group providing returns on education to people around, the Tata sector providing education, as well as the Clean Ganga project that is happening. So majority of companies and also the companies or the tanneries in Kanpur also
Hmm.
have the major role to clean the river. So these are certain activities that the company follows in the
Okay.
CSR.
And like, what are your views on the Indian economy in 2025?
So, sir, Indian economy is like, so the major role is basically on the economy. MSMEs have a greater role, and also the rural sectors is in its boom nowadays. So that is one of the reason what is happening in the economy. So for the growth of the Indian economy, the rural sector has also requires to be at its boon because we have a wide range of cultural heritage that need to be empowered so that the people could invest, as well as we could also cherish our culture.
Okay, very nice. And what do you think the government is doing for MSME sector?
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
now is it audible?
Yes, yes. It is audible now. Please speak.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So what I stated was like the question was how the government is taking
Yeah,
initiatives for the MSME sector.
exactly.
Um, so and to that I replied that as MSMEs are having a major role to play in the present times economy,
Hmm.
so government is providing them subsidies on import duties. Import duties are also being provided so as to improvise the international trade payments as well. And the second thing has done growth in the present times, and also the cultural improvisation, and also the small businesses that are happening are also booming because of the social media has a greater stake on that. So that was my answer to that.
Okay. And Shine, what is the current repo rate?
I don't know till date.
Okay, no worries. Okay. So now I'm asking another question to you. Basically, it is a Kind of a extempore. So I'll be giving you a topic, and you have to think for a minute, 2 minutes, okay? Then speak for 2 minutes at least, okay? I just want to know about
Yes,
your
sir.
opinions, how you make opinions, and what is your thinking, your experience. Okay, so topic is perception versus reality. Perception versus reality.
Okay. Okay. So perception versus reality. Um, so perception is what everything that we presume, and it is a pre-assumed notion regarding any topic or a thing or an event that is happening in our life. And also it could be based on the things that we see at first sight. So there is a perception that is built in our mind. It is basically a thought process that has happened after seeing an individual or an item or anything that could be for matter. So reality could be just opposite of that, or it could be true, it could be on the similar viewpoint, or it could be just opposite of that. So I feel like people end up making false perception at times. It could be bad, it could be good, depending upon the matter. So perception, like people nowadays do consider making pre-assumed notion on seeing people at first instance. So if an individual is not dressed properly or is not in like
Okay?
yes sir.
Yeah.
So as I stated that people make a first statement regarding when they see an individual dressing a bit shabbily or not wearing luxurious clothes from, or
Yeah.
branded clothes for that matter. So they feel that the person is not up to the standards of living, or like say for that matter. But eventually the perception could be just opposite, because individual might have an attribute of living very simply or not looking into branded clothes for
Right. Okay, now moving
example.
forward. So, Shine, what do you think? What is the role of diversity and inclusion in any organization?
So, sir, diversity has a major role nowadays in a world wherein globalization has a peak and people tend to follow various cultures or perspective, say religion or like culture or state heritage, everything.
Yes.
So diversity plays a greater role in understanding the cultural values, and also it helps in making an individual better, because then they would build up a very good perception about that culture.
Very nice, very nice. So, as you like, Shine, as you mentioned about your city, so tell me something about your city.
So, sir, I live in Kanpur. It is known for the leather products, as well as we have various defense sectors that have a major role to play. That is one of the major reasons why we don't have a topography or map of Kanpur city, because we have good sectoral defense culture or surroundings around the city. The second
Okay.
thing, as I stated, is it is known for leather items. So we have various leather tanneries that are available in the region of the Ganga river. So we also have a Ganga flowing down the lane from our city.
Okay. So, if I have to visit Kanpur, then which places should I go for?
Sir, actually, the major issue is that I haven't even explored my city as much. So I'm not a good person to advise on where to visit. But some of the popular spots could be Iskon Temple, as well as if you look into spirituality or heritage perspective, there could be Ganga Ghat, and there could be various stuff like if you are into arcades, so there are various arcades available.
Okay, nice. So Shine, like this is one of case study. Okay, so you notice that employee morale has dropped significantly. There are complaints of lack of recognition and productivity seems to be declining. What steps would you take to address this issue?
So, sir, I feel like the employee productivity could be dropped. There would be a drop because of the motivation, as you stated. The major reason could be competitive scenario, that because people are tending to pace up with every step that is following, even because of the AI is into recognition. So people are tending to boost up their skills. So at times, the things that happen is eventually it is a man-to-man conversation, things that is happening. So competition and jealousy could be stepped into, so that reduces the motivation in employees. So the steps that I would take to improve the moral support as well as improve the motivation and increase the productivity would be, I would provide training sessions as well as interactive sessions wherein people could connect to each other,
But
and
like
therefore,
they are very rigid to training and they are very demotivated. They just behaving like they don't want to do anything. Okay, they
oh,
are
so they are not participative
yes,
enough
they are
in the
always
training
late.
team.
They are very rigorous. They are not doing anything and performing so well, like below average. So now, how
Okay.
would you handle this situation?
So, sir, every person has a specific trait that is to be improved. As a human resource manager, it is my skill, because my perspective on my region of conduct, so as to know each individual skills. So I would function upon, as you stated, that they don't like to function in groups. So first step would be to function individually on the individual basis.
Okay.
So as to improve the product creativity in their mindset, I would do something that would help them incorporate others as well in the creative things. So the motivation would be built up as in, um, I would promote in an individual's creativity on a group perspective, so that the individual has a boost in the morale,
Okay.
as they have certain trait that is in them, that the it factor that is available in them, so the others would appreciate, and then there would be a group balance and group there would be a group coming together. Then I would include the training and the group discussion and the brainstorming ideas into group.
Okay, but Shine, my question is entirely different. Okay, there's an employee. Okay, there's an
Hmm.
employee who was very good in very starting when he started doing job, and he always makes up to the performance level and always get incentivized and have a good recognized image
Yes,
in
sir.
the organization. But now eventually he's performing below average. He's not doing anything up to the mark. He's not doing the trainings. He's not doing
Okay.
the task which is given to him or anything. Okay, he's coming late to the office and like not submitting the documents or not even reading the mails on a daily basis. Then what would you do?
Okay. So, sir, every employee has a bad day. So, I would look into the bad days that the individual is happening, as the individual is an asset to the organization, and the employee has participated in numerous events and have completed the code of conduct and was able to achieve the targets on time. So, I would look into the personal matters for the reason why the employee is disturbed. Um, I would contact to the colleagues and ask what were the reasons on the personal grounds why the employee is not functioning on time. And if there are personal reasons, I would talk to him personally, or him or her personally. And then I would love to like interact with them. And if the issue is major, then on my part or end, I would provide him help or assistance.
Okay, very nice. Great answer. Okay, your answer is up to the mark. Firstly, you will address the issue personally, like what is happening inside his brain or the things which is going around, and then take decision. And first try to keep the asset in the organization, and in case there is some another expectation of employee or something which is going in his head, try to get it up and work on it basically. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so, okay, Shine, this is your interview, and I think that you have improved from the last interview. But the only problem, which is as of now, is about current affairs and bit of
Yes.
a core knowledge. And you are good at problem solving, case studies, and good speaking skills, good fluency. So these are your strengths. The only thing that we need to work is the recent updates, recent current affairs, affairs and what is currently happening in world. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
okay, we'll work on that. No worries. So thank you for this interview. I'll be connecting you. Okay.